be like me.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
Eggs like really animals because they're eggs. Like,
That's a really good question. So in
You're a felon, aren't you?
yeah, do you have an issue with that?
Yeah, you're not supposed to be a felon, are you? That's bad, isn't it?
Humans, wow, are meant to eat meat. All the studies, all the claims of health made by the plant-based vegan community, they turned out to be wrong.
Knock them unconscious in different ways and then they slit their throat to drain the blood out of them.
They don't feel pain.
But it's murder.
No.
Taking someone's life is murder. You agree? You think cows, pigs, chickens are an object. They're not someone.
I never said they were an object. I said they were an animal. I never said they were someone.
You said they're not someone, they're something.
As a human.
Chicken or a pig.
Is individual.
They all have a brain, they're all people.
Yeah, they're not people though.
An animal is not a person. They are not a someone. And to make the point, us humans are called the human race. How does a cow, pig, or chicken fit into that? You are acting like an imbecile. Why is Tash Peterson talking to a school kid and making him feel extremely uncomfortable by interviewing him being topless? Well, in my opinion, it's because she recently got arrested and charged. She went to court.
I have been convicted with 3 criminal offences as a result of a protest that I did last year at a restaurant who had banned all vegans from their venue. I've received $2,500 in fines and a community-based order which requires me to do 30 hours of community service, and I am under this order for a period of 6 months, which means I cannot leave the state of Western Australia, and basically I'm in big shit if I commit another criminal offence.
And now she cannot protest in the way that she used to, because if she does, then she's got the chance of being put in prison.
Yeah, they are. They're forcibly bred into existence and then they're forced into their murder.
Oh, yeah, to be bred to eat. It's not like we're just picking a random cow and killing it.
If you've been hungry, you'll eat anything.
But we're not talking about hunger. If you're hungry and somebody needs meat out of necessity, that's different. We're talking about where we don't need meat out of necessity, where we've got a choice to eat plants.
Big muscles and I need protein.
You get protein from plants, though, we know that.
How much plant food do you have to eat to get that much protein? Quite a lot. I don't want to eat cashew nuts. I want to eat steak.
Here, me too. I would much prefer a juicy steak to any kind of plant. I get my protein from my meat.
Because that's their purpose that we've forced upon them. Does that justify murder?
Do you not force upon dogs to be pets as well? Do you have a dog? Do you have a pet dog?
Yes, I have a companion dog.
Which dog? What kind of dog?
He's a Jack Russell.
How much did you pay for that?
You've got a dog, so therefore that makes you a hypocrite. Because who looks after that dog when you're jetting all over the world then? Is it put into a cage and enslaved, or is it at a relative's house?
Humans, wow, are meant to eat meat. All the studies, all the claims of health made by the plant-based vegan community, they turned out to be wrong.
You consume animal flesh and secretions. You can't say that you're not directly paying for their abuse and murder.
I love his answer there. He is paying for people to work. Excellent answer.
I feel like I'm drunk on meat, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. Was there alcohol in any of this?
That was a lady who had not eaten meat for years, and she just had a rare, juicy steak. And as we can see by her reaction, she absolutely loved it.
Vegan for 5 years and I want one Hershey's Kiss. Is that okay? And of course, all the vegans were like, no, like, you're morally reprehensible, you're a monster, you'll like burn in hell, basically. There was absolutely no empathy for what the person was going through. There was no rational response.
It is unnecessary to be eating animals and their secretions and wearing their skin.
Plants not forced into being grown. Plants not forced into being grown.
Plants aren't sentient beings.
They're not living still.
She is always harassing strangers in the street. Does she really think she's going to turn them vegan by saying things in a horrible way. What she's really trying to do is upset them, as she's hoping that will change their minds and make them think differently. She really needs to stop ramming veganism down people's throats, as some people can find it very offensive.
I just
Yeah,
said
but you're
animals
saying-
allowed to eat other animals.
Yeah, so why do you mimic the behaviours of some things that other animals do but not other things?
Because that's inappropriate.
So why isn't eating someone's body considered inappropriate in your mind?
Because they're animals and we're animals and we're allowed to eat other animals. That's just the way life works.
But you don't have to, so why do you choose animal abuse and murder?
Because I need my soy, I need my protein, you know.
Animals eating other animals is a way of life. That's the circle of life. That's the way it's been since the beginning of time. And yet she's saying, why do we mimic what other animals do? Well, we're not mimicking what they do. We are doing what humans do, which is eat meat. That's what you were given these teeth for, to eat meat.
Is eggs like really animals? Because they're eggs. Like,
You know she's a criminal.
That's a really good question. So in
You're a felon, aren't you?
yeah, do you have an issue with that?
Yeah, you're not supposed to be a felon, are you? That's bad, isn't it?
Did you know that Martin Luther King Jr. was a criminal, and Gandhi, and some of the most important people throughout history?
When those people weren't allowed to voice their opinions because of the colour of skin. Things have changed now.
Why can't people voice their opinions to stop animals?
Because you can't get out and be naked and go on the street. That's not allowed.
Why is that not allowed?
Because it's inappropriate and there's kids around.
And
There's
what
people
law
who don't
does it
want to see
break?
that.
Charged
Public
for that?
indecency.
I haven't been charged for public
What have you been
indecency.
charged for?
I've been charged for disorderly conduct and trespass.
Exactly. Going on someone else's property. You're not allowed to do that.
Illegal things happen in slaughterhouses all the time. Plus,
Animals
slaughterhouses should be illegal in the first place.
Tash hasn't been convicted of public indecency yet, but there's still time. And how can Tash Peterson compare herself to Martin Luther King? He was trying to get equal rights for people of colour. She is trying to stop animals from becoming food. The biggest difference here is the word people. Your argument, Tash, is about as much use as a chocolate fireguard. You are committing crimes, and that is why you have been charged many times and fined. You seem to want to commit the crime, but you can't do the time. And it also amazes me that you can't see the difference in what Martin Luther King was fighting for. He was fighting for those who didn't have a choice. And yet you are fighting as a vegan who has chosen to be vegan, so therefore that is your choice. The comparison you are making is absolutely disgusting. And you seem to think that you're superior and you are above everyone else, but you are just delusional.
Eating someone's body. You've just paid for someone's murder.
At the end there, that little boy asked Tash what her sexuality was, and she said that she was straight. So his comeback was, so you do like eating meat. That has got to be one of the most hilarious things I've heard online for a very long time. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Ta-ta for now.